Computer-generated chess problem 3088 by Chesthetica. Okay, so white has a pair of rooks, a bishop and a knight. Black has a pair of rooks and a knight. So white is ahead by a bishop, which is technically not enough to win, because for example, if all the pieces were exchanged off, a king and a bishop alone is not enough to force checkmate. Insufficient material to force mate. But anyway, in this position, let's see what we have here. Okay, so the rooks are all piled on the B file and the upper half of the board. What if white does the obvious thing? Notice how the rook on B8 is being threatened by the knight. So maybe a rook captures rook. And then here black might try king captures rook, knight captures rook, knight captures knight. And suffice to say that white will go on to win this. Black obviously can't win, he only has a knight left. But white can force a win, but it's going to take some time. We're talking maybe 18, 19, 20 moves, something like that. So let's go back. Can you see the forced mate here? The forced mate in 3, no less. Did you spot it? If you did, good for you. If not, let's take a look at it together. So as you can see from the analysis, there's basically no other way to proceed in this position unless you want to risk a draw. Interestingly, even rook captures b7 is not a clear win. Let's see why. Rook captures b7. Alright, rook captures b7. Yes. So instead of king captures rook, which is not as good a move, rook captures b7 is better. So you can see from the analysis, this probably leads to a draw. At any rate, we are here for the mate. So the key move is actually bishop to c4. It's not a check move, but it prevents the king from capturing the rook. So let's look at the alternatives. Let's say rook captures rook. Well then rook to a8 check, rook to a7, the only intervening move, and rook captures a7 mate thanks to the knight on c8. Okay, that does not work. What about knight captures rook? Well then rook to b4, discovered check, king to a5, rook to a4 mates. The rook on b6 blocks the king's flight square, even though the knight on c8 guards that square anyway. And if rook to b5, rook to a4 also mates. And here, the knight on c8 really does need to guard that b6 flight square. What else have we got? What about some kind of waiting move like knight to f6? Well then here there are many ways to proceed, including rook captures b6 check. It's a double check, so the rook on b7 can't capture the rook on b6, king to a5, and then rook to a6 mate on the third move. Let's rewind. Now this position is not so complex that I would think most people wouldn't see bishop to c4. I suspect club players and higher, that is experts, masters, grandmasters, would probably get it. But if you're a beginner, you would probably have missed it. What do you think?